So that funny green beanie that I was wearing on my head during the demo recording, it is not just something that is not suitable for rockabilly style at all. It was also helping me to keep an earbud so that I could hear my rhythm guitar track while recording. But since this video is about red Sovine wine, so since it's about wine, I decided to dress up. Now, before I get drunk, let's talk about the actual matter. One of my friends, who also runs a YouTube channel called GasMoney51, check it out. A lot of cool vintage Grady guitar stuff and rockabilly guitar stuff there. He told me that this solo is easy to learn and easy to play, but getting that Grady tone is complicated. So I kind of implicitly accepted the challenge and tried my best to get as close as I could to that Grady tone. Let me know in the comments what do you think about it. But I thought it would be interesting to tell you how did I do that. So first of all, look at this guitar. Well, it has got a lot of Grady's appointments without looking like Grady's Bigsby. So even though it doesn't look like Bigsby, its overall construction and the build, it is quite similar. So Grady's Bigsby, it was a maple body, a chambered maple body with maple top and maple neck. This one, it is a semi-hollow, which is somewhat similar to chambered. Maple top, maple back and sides, maple neck, and spruce sustained block, massive spruce block. Yeah, and it has got also 3 pickups, which are actually replicas of those Bigsby pickups, only in humbucker format. It has got aluminum bridge, aluminum Bigsby bridge, and not an aluminum nut, a brass nut. If you know where I can get an aluminum nut that would fit onto this Korean-built Grady Electromatic guitar, let me know. I would be curious to try one. Yeah, and the strings that I have here are flatwounds. Well, I'm very used to the feel of the flatwounds. However, sometimes I have a feeling that this guitar, when I play it, it lacks some treble, and I'm thinking, well, maybe Grady was using round wounds, pure nickel round wounds. Definitely a set with wound third. It was a standard back in those days, but maybe not flats, maybe pure nickels. I will need to try at some point. Yeah. Something for me to still work on. Now, what about the pickup combination for this song? You can see I have 2 switches here, and this switch controls the middle pickup. Here it is off, here it is on. So for this Juke Joint Johnny guitar part, I have it off. Let me show you the difference. Now it is on. And now with the middle pickup off. Well, and what about the two other pickups? The second switch, it is just a typical normal conventional three-way toggle for these two pickups. It is in the middle position, so both are on. However, I rolled down the neck pickup about 50% down. Yeah, here's the difference. Here is only bridge pickup. Well, that's a bit too sharp, too trebly. Now blending half of this neck pickup, and it sounds like this. Somewhat rounder. Now, an interesting fact that Grady's guitar didn't have any pickup switching at all. Indeed, Grady had a switch, it was somewhere here, but that was a switch between his guitar neck and his mandolin neck. It was not a pickup switch, so all of the tone variety that we can hear on Grady's recordings was coming either from individual pickup volume controls or from his picking hand position. And he was moving his picking position, his hand a lot. Like, you have noticed that when playing this solo, when playing the demo, so basically that's what Grady did for all of his parts where he was playing bass strings, the bottom strings. I was trying, and he was doing that as well, to play as close to the bridge as possible. To help me with the picking position, I'm just putting my pinky on this bridge stud so that I know that I'm playing here and not somewhere here, yeah, without looking at my hand. And the difference is like this is closer to the bridge. And now I will move it between these two pickups, and it will sound like this. Dramatic difference. Alright, so this is about the guitar and picking position. Now what about the amp that I have here? It's I can proudly say that it is my own, I would dare to say it is even my own design. And my own build, of course. Yeah. So I took one of those early Fenders, Fender 5C3, Fender 5C3, yeah, Fender 5C3, white panel tweed deluxe. So not the commonly known nowadays narrow panel tweed deluxe, but white panel. So coming from 1953, that's the date of that circuit. Yeah, so I took that one as a bass and added some modifications, most notably added an effects loop. And what I have in the loop at the moment for this song is compressor and reverb. Let me switch them off. And without compression and reverb, it will sound like this. And now I switch the pedals back on. And now we have so the compressor tames those transients a little bit, and Grady had quite a lot of compression as a part of his sound. Obviously, he didn't have any pedals. His compression was coming from the recording console, so it was a rack compressor, maybe not a rack compressor, they didn't have racks. Back in the days, it was like a monstrous tube outboard compressor, whatever you call it. And the reverb is fairly bright, so I have a fairly bright setting on my reverb pedal, which kind of adds an overall brightness to the tune. So that's what, and last but not least is this microphone position here. So when I just started recording this demo, I initially had it straight at the center of the speaker, and the speaker, by the way, is an Alnico Jensen, just like it was back in the 50s in those amps, but then I moved it to the side and at some angle, and that way it sounds somewhat closer to my ear, to that Grady Martin tone. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is it getting in the ballpark? I hope that it does, or maybe I'm missing something. Now, finally, what about the actual guitar part and the actual licks? Well, as have been mentioned already, this is not a complicated solo. It is relatively easy to learn and to play, but still it's a great one. And what makes this solo great? Well, it's not any speedy licks or not guitar trickery. It's the overall way how this solo is composed. Many times when Grady was playing his solos, he was kind of actually telling stories. So what makes a good story? Good story usually stays on the topic, so there is some topic, and then over the course of the story, this topic gets somewhat developed. Sometimes it can even go somewhat off topic, but then get back to the topic, and in the end there might be some sort of conclusion. And all of these components of a good story, all of them we can hear in this solo. So let me try to use a metaphor. Well, okay guys, so let's talk about what? About Johnny Burnett's Train Kept Rollin'. Yeah, let's talk about Johnny Burnett's Train Kept Rollin'. So, in Train Kept Rollin', was it me, says Grady, or Paul Burleson playing? Once again, in Train Kept Rollin', was it me or Paul Burleson? Was it freaking me or freaking Paul Burleson? Yeah, guys, I know you will debate on this topic a lot in social media. Once again, was it me or Paul Burleson? Believe me, guys, that doesn't matter. But you can still keep debating. Sorry. And in the meantime, I will go and just play something else. So guys, have a nice day. Have a nice day and goodbye. So that's an example of a story as being told by Grady Martin, by his guitar and his guitar playing. Now, finally, last but not least, let's go through the licks. I hope the camera manages to focus on my hand. I don't know. I hope you will see, you will be able to see this, guys. So, the licks in the solo, and once again the link to the tab is as usual down below. So it starts with some sliding on the 4th string, use an index finger, hammer on and pull off. Once again sliding, No pulls off, no hammer-ons, but then again, third time, pulls off, hammer on and pull off. So the first note is with a microband, the other one is without. And finally, two bands. So once again, as mentioned, nothing really complicated. So what about intro and ending? A microband. Sorry. Just open third string. And the ending. And that's really it. So, once again, the link to the tab is down below. Thank you for watching. And finally, let me have some wine. As we used to say in Germany, Zum Wohl.